everyone. Welcome to another California Psychics Live. My name is Carly. I'm your moderator, and I actually have a second moderator with me today, Bree. Hi, Bree.
Hi. So excited to be here. Can't wait to see what the hour has in store for us.
And then we are joined by Psychic Suki. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love to have you on. We don't have you on enough, so I'm so excited you're here.
Oh, thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you.
You are welcome. And for everyone that is joining us, I see these people are slowly getting in, so I'll go over some ground rules before we get started. We are going to be live for the next hour. So for the next hour, type in your questions. Get ready to have as many questions as we can answered. We will be answering questions about your love life, your career, your financial outlook. Any deceased loved ones you would like to connect with. Things that we cannot talk about, though, are going to be health-related questions, any medical questions about, pregnancy or COVID or illnesses, anything like that we can't talk about. And we can't talk about anything legal. So if you have any, court cases you're wanting expertise on, this is not the forum for that. Everything else, open game. So we will be here again for the next hour. And Psychic Suki really likes very straightforward questions so she can get to as many people as possible. If you do have more open-ended questions, that is perfect for a one-on-one conversation where she can really dig in and get that information for you. But if you're asking about yourself or a specific person, make sure you use that person's first name. Without any further ado, do you want to get started?
Yes, absolutely. I'm just going to close my eyes so I can better focus and hear the questions.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go through these comments really quick. So the first one that I have for you is from Vanessa, and she says, "Hello, Psychic Suki. Can you tell me if Tom and myself will be together soon?"
I do feel mostly that Tom will be back. I feel like Tom could be back. To me, it just feels in a matter of weeks, whether it's 4 weeks from now, 6 weeks from now, 7 weeks from now.
Oh, I think we lost your audio.
Technical difficulties.
Can you hear us? Because I think we lost your audio whenever you moved your camera.
Oh, can you hear me okay?
You're back.
You're all good.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Hello, can you hear me okay?
We can hear you, but I don't think you can hear us. Sorry, everyone, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. We'll get this straightened out and get back to Vanessa's question. While we're waiting for Psychic Suki to get back, we can have a few announcements. We have several lives coming up. For example, let me see real quick. Oh, it looks like she...
And it just disconnected me there. I apologize.
No worries. I was just going to tell people when we are going live next so people can be on the lookout. But our February schedule is we are going live on February 7th, February 14th, and February 28th. So definitely 14th. If you have any love interests, make sure you join our live and get those expert advice on how your relationship's going. But again, for February, we are going live February 7th, 14th, and 28th. So mark them on your calendars now. But let's go back to Vanessa's question.
Yes, I apologize for that. With Vanessa, I do feel that Tom can come back if you can do anything you can to distract yourself from waiting on Tom. I feel that Tom can come back in a matter of weeks, whether it's 4 weeks from now, 6 weeks from now. It has a lot to do, Vanessa, with your energy, your emotions too. So just try to really distract yourself with other playful, joyful, fun activities where you don't find yourself waiting on Tom, because your energy of waiting on Tom will only manifest more of the experience of waiting, hence the time delays. But even when Tom return, I do feel there's still a chance of Tom taking you for granted. So we would advise you to take your time with Tom and really ask yourself, is he everything that I'm looking for? Do I really like these traits, or can I tolerate these unwanted, unfavorable traits with Tom? My guides really want to recommend almost like putting yourself in that position where you know your worth, you know your value, and does Tom deserve your presence, your time in his life? If you come from that angle, from that perspective, then you'll actually create, manifest more success in your love life for the long haul, for the long run.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got another question for you. This one is from Vicky. Is my money situation going to get better soon?
Vicky, your money situation does feel a bit complicated, a bit challenging. And I feel like the reason why the money situation has been a bit complicated and challenging is because you have held on to this belief that money is hard, money is challenging, money is difficult. And I also feel that you've picked up on these beliefs since you were since you were a little girl within your family members, where they will have the experience or had the experience of it's hard, it's a struggle, it's a challenge to have money and or to make money. So once you can come to letting go of the belief that money is hard, I do feel that you can experience more of a financial improvement around this spring season, even as early as by the end of February. You got to really stop, pause, take a deep breath, relax, and breathe out the anxieties, the worries, the fret that you have around money, and try to come to a place of trusting so that you can allow the money flow, the abundance flow. But every time you're in that space of anxieties, you tensed up. And when you tensed up, that can also potentially manifest in tension in the head, whether it manifests in a headache or sleepless nights. So be mindful of maintaining your stress level to a minimum, and then you're able to allow more money flow. You are destined, you are designed to actually live, to create an abundant life. But there's also an aspect of you that deep inside believe you're not worthy, deeply worthy of receiving more, having more, and that energy of feeling, believing on some levels that you're not worthy of having more, receiving more, good enough to receive more. That's what's also preventing, delaying, slowing down the flow of financial abundance, prosperity that you can come your way. So do claim, do affirm, do meditate, do come to this place of feeling, knowing, owning, I am worthy of more, I am worthy of more. And then you shall see the universe reflect back to you in the form of your desires, including the money that you're seeking. I do feel this year is meant to be progress. I do feel in the year 2023 is supposed to bring you even more flow of financial abundance, but it's so important that you claim your worth now so that you can let it come.
I love that. I think, yeah, the power of manifestation is huge.
Yeah,
and
those affirmations.
If you start thinking negative things are going to happen. You start thinking positive, hopefully those positive things can come at you too.
So powerful for
Yep.
sure. Okay, so we have another question from Angelica, and I just want to do a quick reminder to everybody watching. The more specific you can get with your questions, the better. So include names, anything like that can really help Psychic Suki to connect better. And this one is from Angelica, and this one says, the job I am about to start tomorrow. Will I be happy about it? And will this be long-term? I have been nervous about starting.
I feel like overall she'll be satisfied. Angelica, you'll overall be satisfied. Let me ask my guides here on a scale of 1 to 100. Where would you rate your new job satisfaction? I would say you would give it roughly around a 78% job satisfaction rate. There'll be some things that will be a bit of a nuisance or a bother to you, but overall, I do get you feeling pleased with your decision, you feeling pleased and satisfied with the work and what you're contributing to the company and the team as a whole. Now, is that job long-term potential for you? Yes, it is long-term potential for you, and it will give you the opportunity to also grow and move up and advance as well. You're needed there for some reason. That's what my guides in the universe are saying. You're needed at that specific job in that environment at this time for a higher purpose. So just trust it and just enjoy the best that you can, and you'll see more of the blessings that you actually do deserve to have. It's coming your way, more blessings.
That's so exciting. Good luck, Angelica. Let us know how it goes.
Thank you.
Carly, do you got the next question from Karen?
Karen over on YouTube says, "Hi, Suki. Can you please tell me if I will hear from, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Rodami again? Do we have a chance of a future?" So Karen and Rodami, I think is how it's pronounced.
Well, Karen here from Rodani again. I don't get a strong yes around that. I don't get a strong yes from hearing from Rodani. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I know that's a disappointment. But my guides are saying it's a blessing in disguise that you hear from Rodani, because even if you did hear from Rodani, he would just end up hurting you, disappointing you, and leaving the picture again. And on top of that, I see you being upset with yourself for giving him another chance, and or that you should have known better, because there's that part of you too that kind of gives you that clue, that part of you, the intuitive part of you that says that he's not the one emphasizing he's not a lifelong partner, but he was in your life in the past. And that was for your own soul's growth, soul's evolution. It wasn't because that he is the long-term lover partner that you desire to have, or that you deserve to have. Actually, he will cheat on his future partners. I do get him being unfaithful to his future partner. So that's the reason why I feel that even if he came back, which to me feels like really, 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 really small percentage of him coming back, he would still end up leaving for someone else.
Ooh, that sounds like you dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
And if you open your heart to love, Karen, meaning you're open, you're excited, you just expect the best, you're just loving your life, the universe can bring you a new lover partner somewhere between March and April, just depending on how good you can feel, how good you can take care of yourself, because right now actually is a beautiful opportunity for you to really nurture yourself, to take care of yourself, because the more that you nurture yourself and take care of yourself, you're going to guarantee yourself the attraction of a partner that's just going to want to adore you and love you and take care of you, because that will be a mere reflection of your current state of energy. So take this as a beautiful opportunity to really just fall madly in love with yourself again.
Love that.
Let me go through the comments really quickly. Let's get you another one. Okay. This one's from Susan. She says, could you please tell me if Lewis is leaving me signs around the house, and what is he trying to tell me?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Is Lewis leaving signs around Susan's house? Lewis. Yes, he has been, and yes, he will, is what I'm getting to as well. I'm getting like 10. I don't know what 10 is. I'm not sure if it's 10 days from now or 10 days ago, but there's the number 10, and to me it feels like day. So again, either 10 days ago or 10 days from now, or the 10th date of a month comes up here. So I don't know exactly what he is saying there, but again, I'm being shown the number 10 very clearly here with Lewis. I'm just trying to ask anything else here for Susan. I get you're not doing enough for yourself, Susan. That's what I get right now. Not doing enough for yourself. Not doing enough for yourself could also mean putting your needs last, sacrificing your own happiness to please others, putting your priority last, just trying to take care of everyone else. But there's that energy, that core energy of I'm not doing enough for myself, and I need to do more for myself if I want life to unfold easier, if I want things to work out quicker and faster, if I just want more harmony, more peace in my life, I got to take care of myself too. So, and I also feel that Lewis sends you rainbows and hearts, and even when I say that, it's just kind of showing me Valentine's Day. You know, those Valentine's Day hearts. That's what he shows me of a lot. So I do feel like, again, even when I said that, it's still emphasizing, don't forget to celebrate you. So just like Valentine's Day, you celebrate love. Well, you can celebrate love by also celebrating you, because celebrating you is the same energy as celebrating love. It goes hand in hand. And when you celebrate you, you're celebrating that divine love within you, from you, around you. When you do that, you're allowing the universe to just bring you more love into your life. And love into your life can mean the wonderful friendships, the wonderful love, the wonderful promotions, advancements, growth, happiness, joy. everything. It really means everything, because love is powerful. Love is healing. Love will attract everything good to you so that you can love on it when you're coming from a place of already giving and vibrating that love.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you're going to be seeing a lot of pinks too. You just showed me the color pink. So don't be surprised if you see a lot of pinks, whether pinks come up on someone's car, someone walk by and is wearing a pink shirt, pink earring, or on social media. But pink is coming up a lot around you because he really wants you to celebrate love. The pink represents love.
That's awesome. I have chills. That's so
I know that's one thing that I kind of forget about asking a psychic is, what sign should I be looking for? Sometimes I have specific questions, but something so general as, what should I be looking for can steer you in a completely different direction than what you thought. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And then speaking of, getting those psychic readings, Suki, when are you going to be online if people want to schedule a one-on-one reading with you?
I will be online later tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'll be on tomorrow and the rest of the week too. Have my full schedule online, actually, just to make it easier.
Yeah, we linked Suki, her bio in our Facebook post as well as YouTube. So click on that link. You can find her schedule. You can read more about her. You can schedule that one-on-one appointment. And I'm sure that she will be very excited. Tell her that you came from the live, and she'll be happy to answer as many questions as you have there. It's a lot easier to get that one-on-one reading rather than in these groups, but trying to get to as many people as possible. In fact, what question do we have next, Bree?
Yeah, so the next question is from Steph, and she says, can you tell me if me and my children's father, Jonathan, will ever be together again?
Steph and Jonathan, I get no, at least, I'm sorry, I get no with Jonathan. Steph and Jonathan. Yeah, I still get no. Even in the smallest possibility of that happening, I still see Jonathan leaving out of the picture. And I feel the reason for that is because at a soul level, his soul is looking for a different form of growth. That's what I get, looking for a different form of growth. And for Steph, don't shoot the messenger, Steph, but for Steph, I just get your soul wanting to practice unconditional love. And practicing unconditional love mean loving whoever, in this case Jonathan, from afar, loving him so much you just want him to be happy, and if it makes him happy to leave the relationship, but because you love him so much and you want him to be happy, you're accepting of his decision and you're able to let him go. So for you, Steph, it's really practicing unconditional love and also practicing the art of detachment, not needing him, because that old saying of attachment is the root cause of all suffering. It's very true in this case. So if you're very, very attached to needing Jonathan, you will unfortunately create your own suffering, and that's not what we want for you, and that's definitely not what your soul wants for you, because you do deserve love again, and you will find love again that's healthy, long-term, lasting, and who would also make a wonderful father to your kids too. I know you're not ready to hear that, but for some reason my guides want me to give that to you, to kind of help you through the process of letting go. It's your choice, of course, if you want to let go or not, but we just feel that you would come to much more peace, much more love and healing if you're able to find some ways to let go of needing Jonathan. I do feel, though, that Jonathan will still continue to do his best somehow in his way to be involved in the children's lives and to be a good father to his kids, too, as well. And I do feel that the kids will be perfectly fine. If anything, you and Jonathan are providing your children with amazing, wonderful learning opportunities, many wonderful opportunities, many learning experiences and growth in this situation, the separation between you and Jonathan. So I don't feel that the kids will be traumatized. If anything, I just feel like this will cause the kids to tremendously grow beyond their years, actually, and they'll just become more powerful out of this. And because they'll become more powerful out of this, that also implies that they're able to create an amazing life future experiences for themselves. So you're doing a wonderful thing there, Steph.
Absolutely.
That is good to hear. And then before we go on with the next question, I wanted to call out our promo that we have real quick. So we have a promo Live 5. And what that is any new customer. So someone that has never gotten a reading from California Psychics before, go to californiapsychics.com or download our app, create an account, and whenever you create an account for your first reading, use the promo Live5, and that'll add an extra $5 to your account. For example, if you get a $20 package, when you go to log in, it will actually say $25 when you use the promo code Live5 for that extra $5 bonus to your account. So again, Live5. Don't go right now. Just wait a few more minutes. We'll wait a couple more minutes, until we get to the end. But go to our website or download our app to create your account and use the promo code Live5 for that extra $5 bonus in your account.
Woohoo! Definitely encourage you all to use that for sure. Okay, moving on to the next question. We have one from Jess from YouTube. Hi, Suki. Do you see me starting a new career path soon? If so, any insight into what field? Thank you so much. That is Jess from YouTube.
Jess. It's just that even when you said Jess' name, I just feel that she naturally has more of an entrepreneurial type of spirit, energy, leadership abilities within her. So I do feel, Jess, that I feel like I already know this on some levels. You may just be somewhat delaying it due to your own doubts and worries, but I do feel like you're going to eventually kind of create your own business of some form. I'm not sure exactly what kind of business you'll create, but I do get business, the energy of business around you. And my guides are making me feel that you'll end up somehow acquiring a mass following. That's the word, that's the energy they gave me. Mass following, mass followers. They really want you to trust in your intuition and your instincts right now, because it is at an all-time high, especially over the coming months ahead. There could be some sort of major positive shift and change for you in the career finance sector between the month of, I want to say it's going to start this month in February, but March and April comes up really strongly. I do feel like you'll get a lot more inspired ideas as to what you are supposed to be doing. And I feel like you'll be doing it with success. I see you writing down. So I'm not sure if you're writing down your goals. I'm not sure if you're writing down your ideas, your plan, but I do see you do a lot of writing over the coming months ahead. Even if you're not doing it right now, I feel like you will end up doing a lot of writing and or pre-planning or setting intentions. It's so much writing. You will inspire many too, is what my guides are giving me. I'm just trying to find out. They are saying trust in your gifts. I do feel like you do have certain gifts, certain talents that can bring you profits and or that are very profitable, is what they gave me. I'm just trying to make sure anything in your energy that may block and or delay. You worry too much too. So between the doubting and the worry, that's the only thing that may cause a little bit of time delay. May, not even much. But they really want to encourage you to really pay attention to your intuition, to your feelings, to your gut feelings, to those inspired ideas, or what you may think is just simply your imaginations. But it is your imagination that's connected to that divine source energy that's trying to communicate with you through your imaginations to lead you to the next step, to the next possibilities, because I do feel there are many possibilities ahead for you, Jess. It's not just one thing that you're supposed to do. To me, it feels like different opportunities, many opportunities ahead, Jess. So you'll figure it out, though. I feel like you'll figure it out before April or no later than April of this year.
Wow. That's super exciting. Well, we'll definitely keep an eye out for you, Jess, in case you become a celebrity or an influencer or something with those mass amount of followers that you're going to accumulate. But
yeah, she's meant to use her voice for the greater good. That's what I get.
Incredible. That's incredible. We'll keep an eye out for you, Jess, for sure.
I forgot I was mute. I was going to say, speaking of followers, I wanted to call out some of our people that are watching right now. So over on YouTube, thank you to Harley Quinn. That's cool. Harley Quinn and Veronica Houghton and Josie Ferranante and Andre Kane, Kim Ann, Over on YouTube, Denise Sanchez and Andrea and Tiffany. And who else do we have? Amika. Thank you all for watching. We have about 75 people watching right now. We want to get those numbers up though. So make sure if you have a friend or a family member that might benefit from getting a free question, tag them below in the comments if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and shoot them a link in a text. Tell them we're going to be here for the next 35 minutes. We still have 35 full minutes to answer questions. A little reminder that we can answer questions about love and relationships, career, deceased loved ones. We are taking very specific questions right now. Suki can definitely answer, more general questions one-on-one, but for the sake of getting to as many people as possible during these lives, very specific questions with people's first names if you're asking about someone else. But again, thank you everyone for watching. We really appreciate it. If you're over on Facebook, hit that like button, follow us. And if you're over on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell icon because that will mean that you will always get notified. You'll get a push notification on your phone when we go live so you never miss a live again. So again, follow us and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Okay, let's dive back into the questions. I have one from Lauren here, and she says, can you tell me if I have any messages from my friend Jeremy, who passed a few months ago? Very sorry for your loss, Lauren.
Jeremy, Lauren and Jeremy. So he does the first thing that Jeremy, so Jeremy is at peace. Jeremy's with his many deceased loved ones. Angelica, it is Jeremy's sole choice to choose to leave the earth plane at the exact date, exact time, exact form, fashion, manner, even if it may seem unjust. So just so you know, it is Jeremy's soul's free will choice to leave at that time. He is well, he's at peace. He does show me hearts. He does show me, because initially he gave me the number 11, and then he also gave me the number 12. Either there's a significant connection with the number 11 and or 12, whether it's the 11th month or 11th date of a month, and then also the number 12 too as well. He showed me those two numbers. So if that doesn't make sense to you, it could just be his way of using those two numbers, 11 and 12, to get your attention over the coming days, weeks, months, years. But again, the number 11 and also the number 12. Now, he's also giving me a name. The name may not have a direct connection with you, Lauren, and or it may have more of a connection towards Jeremy and or his side. But he did give me the name that sounds and feels like either Andrew or Andy. It sounds sort of like Andrew or Andy. So I'm not sure if you may meet someone who may be connected to an Andrew and an Andy, or the name sounds like that. I can't think of any other name at the moment, but that's what he makes me feel, the name of Andrew / Andy as well. I'm just trying to ask Jeremy, anything else here for Lauren? I feel like Jeremy wants to encourage you to stick with your plans. But more specifically, I feel like Jeremy wants you to plan some sort of travel. Now, I'm not telling you to travel, this year or whatever, but Jeremy makes me feel like stick with your plans and or plans for travel, and stick with that plan for traveling, because I do feel like you're going to have a wonderful, amazing time on your trip, on your travel. I feel like it's much needed. I feel like it can bring you healing and inspiration. It just feels like a really, really positive energy around this trip or travel or plan that can actually, I feel like it could be done this year or next. This year or next is what he's making me feel right now. But much needed travels, much needed trip is what Jeremy gives me for you, Lauren. And stop second guessing yourself too. That comes up around you too as well. Now he is giving me the number 6. I don't know what the number 6 is. I'm not sure if it's 6 days from now or 6 days ago or 6 weeks from now, but he's still showing me the number 6. So just write it down, because it may not make sense, but it can connect. It can be an aha at an unexpected date and time from now. But he did give me the number 6, just so you know.
Awesome.
And he's visited you in your bedroom. He's been hanging out with you. He's been consoling you too. I don't know what it is about your bedroom, Lauren, but something about your bedroom that he just seems to like. Not sure if it's your decoration or what's going on there, but I feel like he's been hanging out with you in your bedroom. And to me, it feels like he is trying to console you, trying to heal you, trying to give you that love, that attention.
That's beautiful.
I was going to mention, I really love when psychics give timelines, because then you can kind of see. I know definitely things change, but one of the reasons that I love to go to a lot of different psychics and also the same psychic is to, check in on those timelines. Where are we going? What's happening next? Get those little updates. Like a psychic reading doesn't have to be a one and done type thing. I think a lot of people think, okay, I have this one question, I'm just going to ask it. But it can be a very maintenance type of reading where, monthly, just kind of check in and see, okay, what's happening now? Here's an update. Getting those updates on timelines. So
Absolutely.
I encourage people, don't think of it as just like I'm going to ask one question, and that's it. It's something that you can really even have like really short readings every now and then, just to keep that lookout on what's on the horizon. So
and I may also share briefly too with my guides and I. We love to give timelines, but I also understand that sometimes we don't like the timelines. And that's the beauty of a psychic reading, because with my guides, when we give you timelines, it's strictly based off of you. It's your energy, which comes from your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs. So if you don't like the timeline, then we'll give you suggestions on how you can change your energy, your beliefs, so that the timing can either move up or, delayed for whatever reason, if you want a time delay. But that's what I love about psychic readings, is that if you don't like your predictions, you just got to change some things around, and therefore you'll change your predictions.
That is something I didn't even think about, is going to talk about something so you can change it. That is brilliant. I'm gonna have to do that my next time.
Yes.
Okay, so let me pull up another question for us. Let's see. Here we have one from Michelle, and her question is, where do you see my relationship going with Billy? So Michelle and Billy.
Michelle and Billy. So in other words, will this relationship last long term between Michelle and Billy? Hold on. I don't feel that this is a lifelong relationship. I'll put it that way, because I do see later down the road, I do see Billy kind of walking out of the picture. Michelle and Billy. I don't feel like Billy will change either, is what my guides give me. I feel like Billy's also set in his own ways, his own beliefs, his own thoughts, his own ways of doing things. I don't feel that the relationship will bring more growth or more progress ahead. And again, Michelle, you get to choose to believe whatever you want to believe. But the harder you try with Billy, the more you'll manifest the challenges and difficulties with Billy, just by that energy of trying hard. So the best thing you can really do is, I know it sounds cheesy, but the best thing you can really do, Michelle, is create your own peace now. Create your own peace now. Create your own joy now. Don't let him bog you down or bring you down or stress you out, because the energy of stress just creates more problems ahead, whether it's between you and Billy and other problems in your life that you didn't think would be affected, whether it's health, work, finances, just unexpected, unwanted manifestations. But I have to be honest with you, when I ask my guys, Michelle and Billy, I don't feel it's a lifelong partner relationship. I do feel that you guys will eventually kind of create your own separate path, I should say. But even though at some point down the road, the reason why my guides are not giving you the exact timing of when you guys will separate is because it's still a soul's free will choice of how long you want to continue this. How long you want to continue this is what they're saying, because on some levels, it's almost like you need to be able to see and experience and have that timing of not being able to see whatever consistent progress that you're looking for. So when you guys do split, you'll feel confident, reassured in your own decision. And when you feel confident in your own decision, then you'll be able to manifest future positive experiences and outcomes for yourself.
Nice.
Totally. Really quick before we move on to the next question, we have a little update from Jess. She said, "Thank you so much. I was a business major and would love more than anything to start my own business, but you are right. She is a warrior and it gets in the way. She appreciates your insights so much."
Oh yeah, she's gonna kick it. She'll do a good job.
Absolutely.
She'll do amazing. She'll do amazing.
Yeah, you'll have to keep us updated, Jess, for sure.
Yeah. I love when we get updates.
Me too.
Yes.
Okay, let's find another question for us. And apologies for my cat continuing to jump in the camera. She thinks that she's a co-moderator as well.
Aww.
So
she's a sweet soul.
Yes, she is for sure. Okay, so here we have one from Bree from Facebook, and she says, "What's the future like for Keon and I?"
Keon.
Keon, yeah, I believe
Keon. It's just that when she asked that question, I just feel that Keon may not somehow give enough, whether it's not give enough efforts, not give enough time, not give enough commitment, not give enough. I just get the energy of Keon not giving enough to Bree. I do feel that Bree is still trying to hold on to Keon, and that's okay. I do feel that she still wants to give him a chance. She still wants to see how it can potentially unfold with Keon. But again, that's what I'm getting from my spirit guides. Keon not giving enough. If you're asking, will Bree and Keon... So because Keon's not giving enough, I do feel that you guys will continue what you've been continuing for quite some time, because there is an attachment to Keon. But I can't promise you that Keon is someone that you would end up literally growing old with. It's going to be someone else that you'll be with, Bree. Someone else that actually has the capability, the ability, and the desire to want to give more to you.
That sounds better to me.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody better out there. Absolutely. Okay. Next one we have from Kathy, and her question is, will my son Christopher and I ever reconcile?
So Kathy and Christopher, will you guys reconcile? Hold on. Eventually. Let me just find out. What is it in you, Kathy, that's not allowing the reconciliation sooner with your son Christopher rather than later? Okay, so one of them, simple enough, is there's a part of you that need it. And I understand, because naturally as mothers, we want to have that wonderful, loving relationship with our child or son. But my guides are saying, if you can just come to peace, if you can just truly, truly, genuinely come to peace in your heart, I feel that the reconciliation between you and your son Christopher could actually occur much sooner rather than later. I do know that your son Christopher does love you very, very much, but at the same time, it's almost like Christopher feels like you have to stand his ground for some reason, stand his ground, defend his ground. Oh, okay. So energetically, Christopher is just trying to claim his so-called freedom, his independence. I know it sounds kind of weird, but just bear with me. That's the energy I get right now with Christopher. I just want the freedom, the independence to do me, to make whatever mistakes I need to make whatever failures that I need to make along my own soul's journey, my own soul's growing, my own path. Because deep down inside, he knows, and his soul knows, that he has free will to live his life, which you may not always agree with, but that's okay, because he has the free will to live his life according to his wishes, even if it means bumps and, falling down and scraping his knees along the way. So for Christopher, I feel that he just wants to feel as if though he owns his life, has rights to his life, he could just do whatever he wants, because at the same time, he feels a little bit of that attachment from mom, needing to please mom, or needing to make sure get mom's approval, and he's trying to detach from that. He's trying to detach from that, Kathy. I don't feel like that's a bad thing at all. I feel like that's a good thing, because it's just his soul reminding him that he does have independence. But again, I do feel that you and your son can reconcile. I feel that the timing of reconciliation could be so much sooner when you can just come to that place of just peace and acceptance and well wishes for your son, which I know you do have. And then just really trying to appreciate, love everything and anything that you do love about your son, focusing more on the energy of love from your heart space instead of the energy of we're disconnected. Because the more that you're so aware that you and your son have this problem going on, you're just keeping that problem to continue to exist instead of allowing it to just kind of miraculously work itself out. So try not to worry so much about needing the reconciliation of the son so that you can manifest the easier reconciliation between you and your son. That's what we would recommend, Kathy. But again, I do feel like he loves you very much. He's just trying to detach from the maternal, maternal authority over him at an energetic, psychological level.
Very interesting. I think you might be muted, Bree. But I was just gonna say before you pick the next one, I saw an interesting question, and do you mind, Bree, if I bring it up?
Yeah.
So this one is from Shatanza. She says, "Do I have powers from divine?" And before you go into that, I really want to point out that I do know that we have a lot of clients and customers that want to know if they have any psychic abilities of their own and how to tap into that. So I think that was kind of interesting to showcase the type of question, because I do know we get this question a lot. So without any further ado, does Shatanza, does she have any of these psychic intuition?
Spell her first name for me.
Shatanza.
Shatanza. Shatanza. She does come from a long lineage of deeply intuitive ancestors. Shatanza. I would highly encourage you, Shatanza, to start trusting more in yourself, because I do feel there's been plenty of time, unfortunately, in your past where you would get an intuitive knowing and you ignore it, denied it, and you end up looking back and saying, I should have just listened. Oh my goodness, I should have just listened to myself. And you kind of just shoot yourself in the foot there. But definitely you do have a long line. They're still showing me like a long line, a lineage of families that are very highly intuitive. You just need to learn to trust more in yourself so that you can allow your natural intuition to grow and to be stronger. And even when I said that, I do see your third eye chakra. It is currently activating. And then also your throat chakra is also activating. So it's also important for you too to make sure you are vocalizing and or speaking and or expressing your truth. That's how you activate more of your throat chakra, by speaking your authentic truth. That comes up very important for you too, and to trust in your heart, because again, your heart chakra is also activating as well. And to pay attention to your gut feelings, because again, your solar plexus chakra is also activating too. And it's also important for you to ground your energy. You can pull up on YouTube how to ground. It's easy to ground when you're also meditating, but important to ground that energy as your intuition is expanding, is strengthening, is growing too. You will become more sensitive to energies, and I just feel that your physical body, so because you are going to become more sensitive to energy, your physical body, it may, things that once did not bother your body could bother your body. So for instance, if you wore, I'm just using an example, if you wore a shirt that never bothered you before, well, when you wear the shirt, it might be a little more itchy, it may annoy you, may irritate you. That's because your energy is becoming more fine-tuned. And that can even include food. Like you may used to like a certain food, now you don't care for it. It just doesn't taste as appetizing. But those kind of like body, they're making me feel body. It's almost like a little validation for you that you're becoming more sensitive. And to answer Carly's question early on, we are all born psychic. We are an extension of that divine source, divine creator's energy. And that divine source, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, loves us so much that it gives us the innate ability to be able to connect with it through our intuition. Our soul is that connection with our divine source. So every single human being that was conceived, that is born, is already powerfully connected to that divine source creator's energy. However, because we are given the beautiful gift of free will, we can either choose to suppress it. Most people will suppress it by the time they're 3, 5, 7 years old because of parents, family, teachers, society's upbringing. And or you can choose to reawaken it at a later age, or you can choose to trust that and continue to keep that gift activated throughout your entire life. But everyone is born with the gift of knowing. So for me personally, I do not like it when someone says you are gifted, because that almost implies that I'm better than them. And that is far from the truth, because we are so brilliant. We're so equal. We have the same gift. We have the same right. We have that same tool to help us in our life, to navigate our life so that we can enjoy and create a much more abundant, happy, successful, joyful life. So those so-called gifts, it's for everyone. As long as you are human, you are gifted.
Wow.
That's your birthright. You just got to trust in that voice. You just got to trust in it. You just got to trust in it. And you just got to affirm being intuitive or being psychic. It's just as natural as breathing. It's my natural gift. I don't have to try hard at it, because the more that you acknowledge this is your natural ability to just breathe, to just eat, and to drink water, then it will manifest itself as a natural ability in your day-to-day waking moments, or sleeping moments too.
That's so awesome to hear. So empowering, for sure.
Yeah, and on our blog, we actually do have a blog that goes into how to strengthen those abilities. You know, if you have a strong intuition, how to tap into that. And a lot of it does go into, you know, doing grounding meditations and different ways to tap into that. So I highly recommend go to our website after the live. Go to our website, and if you go to the blog section and then search for just the word psychic or psychic abilities or how to, a lot of those keywords will bring up that particular blog that I'm talking about, where you can learn a little bit more about how to tap in better into that intuition. Or you could give Psychic Suki a call. And then Suki, you want to tell everyone your schedule for newbies that we have that just might have joined?
Oh, yeah, sure. So I'll be online tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time till about 11 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll be here tomorrow about beginning 4 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow as well, and the rest of the week.
Nice. Yes, we have her bio linked in the Facebook post and in the YouTube post. So you can go there, see her full schedule, and even schedule an appointment with her at a later date if you're not ready to go tonight.
Awesome. Okay, and before we move on to the next question from Lori Ann, we just want to remind you guys that we do have a awesome promo code for those that are new to California Psychic. So go on and create an account after the live, of course, and use the promo code LIVE5 as it shows at the little banner at the bottom, and you guys will get $5 automatically added to your account. So definitely encourage you guys to do that. Again, the promo code is LIVE5. Okay, and we have about 12 minutes left. So our next question is from Lori Ann. Her question is, I am really worried about my good friend Tony. We were talking, but I haven't really heard from him. I see him in the neighborhood where we live, but I can't quite figure him out. I am really afraid that I have lost him from my life forever. Will I ever see or hear from him again sometime soon? Thank you.
So will Lori hear, see from Tony? Yes, she will. She will hear, see, communicate with Tony. I just feel the timing around that feels delayed. And when I say it feels delayed, I feel more somewhere between March and April. I do feel like Tony is going through his own depression, worry, stress. I hate to say this. He's had a few suicidal thoughts as well that popped up in his mind. He's trying to figure out himself, trying to figure out life. He's just in this place where he's just trying to figure out everything. And because he is in a lower place, in a weird way, it's kind of a benefit that he's not connecting with you now either, Lori, because if he did, he would just bring you down and you're just going to join his team of being in a lower place. And if you're in a lower place with him, then you're no good to him. he's no good to you, and you guys are not able to get yourself out of it. So that's a weird blessing in disguise there. If you want, you can certainly pray for Tony, and at the same time, just see him being happy, see you being happy in your mind, because now you're working with the energy of thought. So we would encourage you to see yourself talking to Tony, Tony's soul, your soul talking to his soul, connecting, laughing, because there is a soul connection between you and Tony in other lifetimes, not just this lifetimes. And that's the reason why you also feel kind of like a deep tie, deep connection with Tony. However, with that being said, it's also, my guides are making it very clear, it's not your job, Lori, to help Tony or to fix Tony. It is Tony's soul's choice to actually learn from this hardship or challenge that he has on an energetic level, has created for himself, for his own soul's growth and experience. Because I know you are a helper. I know you will do anything and everything you can to help others at the expense of your well-being. But that's not the purpose here. That's not the lesson or the experience here. So I hope that gives you a little more clarity. Don't wait on Tony to reach out, because I do feel in the back of your mind you have been waiting on Tony to reach out, and that's what's going to slow your timing of when he'll actually reach out. You, Lori, help Tony tremendously when you can be at peace. When you can be at peace, you're helping him, and you're helping the collective as well, because the energy of peace, the energy of love, the energy of joy, the energy of appreciation, it's very healing. It helps heal and clear the negative energy of either despairs, worries, hatred, jealousy, anger that's bringing down the planet. That really helps it. So you actually help Tony. You help a lot when you can create and maintain that sense of peace and emotional stability, emotional well-being within yourself, Lori. And I thank you for that.
Let's move on to a question from Lucia. This one is an interesting one. She says, hello, my name is Lucia. Can you tell me who are the spirits that are in my house and what do they want? And what can she do to help them? Thank you.
Lucia. Okay, so Lucia and her house. Well, I do feel like there's at least 7 spirits in her house. I'm just trying to make sure. Are they all connected to Lucia? No, not all of them are connected to Lucia. I feel like the 7 spirits that's in her house are actually spirits that was in the house before she even moved in. They're attached to the house. The house is theirs. That's the energy I get from these spirits. It's their property. It's their space. It's their home. I don't feel that they mean any harm. In some ways, they're also connecting with Lucia because her soul is also asking for that spiritual growth, that spiritual experience. So when you're sensing spirit, it's also part of your soul's intention for you to have that experience, to remind you that we are spirit. We're not just a physical human body with materialistic needs. We are a spirit, and as a spirit, we want you to also focus on the healing. If there's any healing, a lot of people do need healing, but the healing, the self-love, the love, the appreciation, the things that really truly matters that you can't take with you once you're dead, once we make our transition to go back home to our divine creator. But again, I feel like those spirits mean no harm. You can have fun with them. In fact, I feel like some of them, two or three of them have a more playful, lighthearted energy. So you may hear creaks on the wall. You may hear unexpected noises. You may feel a cold draft or a cold chill randomly, unexpectedly. Your phone might even ring for a second and it just gets turned off. Like it just rings for 1 second or 2 seconds and it just goes off before you even have a chance to pick it up. That's because I feel like it's also spirit messing with you too as well. It could just be from like some random numbers that you don't know. I'm just trying to find out from Lucia's house. I just get from them, she's fine, she's well. I don't feel there's any cause for concern or worries. I don't get negative, evil type of entities. I just feel that they just want to be, in a weird way, left alone in their peace in their own home, because that's home for them. That feels like home for them.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
That is.
I don't know what I would do if I thought I had spirits in my house. Like, it'd be kind of cool, but then I'd be terrified.
Yeah. Well, usually what I do, because a lot of lost souls or ghosts or whatever you want to call it, usually I would just I would invoke Archangel Michael, and I would invoke Archangel Azrael. Archangel Azrael is the angel of death, and the angel of death is really he's an archangel that just helps those souls that are either confused or lost, or not ready to make that transition to go back. I would just invoke their assistance, and I would ask them to help send these souls back to the light. And I would actually command, especially if it's in my house, because it's my house, I'm paying a rental mortgage for it, right? Like, this is my space, you guys. You got to respect my boundaries here. So I would actually invite Archangel Michael, Archangel Azrael. I would also invite 100,000 angels for your assistance in removing and assisting all deceased souls, deceased spirits that are not connected to me. Send them back home to the light. Just go to the light, go be at peace. And I just, and that's it, really. You shouldn't have to do it more than once, really, as long as your intention is there and you make it known that this is your space. But otherwise, they really wouldn't bother you after that. I've never really had a problem with spirits or deceased souls bugging me.
Wow.
That is good to know.
Yes. Okay, so it looks like we have about 4 more minutes left, so maybe time for 1, maybe 2 more questions. So I have one from YouTube right here. This is from Carrie Lynn, and her question is, hi, do you see love in my future? Did I miss my fate a long time ago by walking away from a relationship? And again, her name is Carrie Lynn.
So with Carrie, we really, really want you not to believe that you missed out on love, but because there's a part of you that have that belief that did I? You kind of carry that on for a while now. That's the reason why you haven't allowed the lover, the partner to show up in your life, Carrie. So let go of that belief that you missed out on love. That way you're not keeping the lover from coming in. Let me ask my guides here. When will your lover show up? Assuming you let go of that belief and you come back to trusting, knowing, believing that your amazing soul has planned to be with an awesome lover who's also a soul lover, where you guys complement each other when it comes to love and everything else that your heart desire. When hold on. Okay, so for you, Carrie, it's a little bit different for you because you have a little bit of a hard time letting go. You got some strong beliefs around love, so doubts around love, and because of your doubts around love, I feel that the lover could come in anytime later, towards between the end of this year and 2023. Okay, so play around a little bit here, Corey. Play around, meaning when you see a couple, just say, thank you, universe. This is my validation. This is my proof. This is my evidence that I'm next. And also, so when you see a couple, when you see a couple of birds, a couple of cats, a couple of dogs, a couple of animals, when you just see a couple, with genuine gratitude in your heart, simply acknowledge, thank you that I am being shown proof that I'm next, that I will be loved and I will be able to give love. I will be able to receive love. Play with it, have fun with it, because I feel like on some levels there's a part of you that don't believe that you could have that lover. There's that strong belief that I don't really know if I will have that lover. It's almost like for you need to see it to believe it, but we're telling you have to believe it first before you can see it, before you can receive it. So play around with that. And they're saying, don't even focus on love, because I feel like when you think about love, it just dips you. And when it dips you, when it makes you feel not good about it, the only thing you're doing is just manifesting more experience of not feeling good about love. Hence, the lover can't come in. So for you, we would also encourage you to just focus on anything else besides love. Focus on anything else that you love to do. Focusing on anything else that you love to do, really feeling the love for whatever it is, whether you love to eat, cook, dance, hang out with your friends. The more that you just focus on what you love to do, that energy of the love of fun, the love of joy, the love of whatever it is, that can help change your timing and solidify it where your lover could actually show up for you this year too. And even when I say your lover could even potentially show up for you this year, there's the other part of you, there's the little belief of you that also says, well, I think it's going to be hard. It's challenging because of what's going on too. Can I really meet a lover? I mean, can I really trust it? Wouldn't it be more complicated, challenging because of what we're going through right now? And we're telling you it doesn't have to be. It only is, or it will only continue to be challenging for you if you believe that it's going to be hard to find, attract a lover for yourself this year. But it doesn't have to be. You just got to let go of that belief and your lover can show up.
Absolutely.
Whew.
Everybody is worthy of love, Carrie. Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Very true. But unfortunately, we have made it to the end of our hour. I can't believe it went by so fast. Oh my gosh.
It did.
Well, I want to first thank you so much, Psychic Suki. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you being here. Again, one more reminder for everyone that is still watching. What are your availability for tonight? And I know you have your schedule online that they can look at.
Yes, I'll be on tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time until 11 p.m. Eastern Time for tonight.
Yes. And then we have her bio linked below on Facebook and also in our YouTube description. Click it, read about her. I highly recommend you either get in her queue or schedule a one-on-one reading with her because she is fantastic. Love her advice and insight. You won't regret it at all. If you have never gotten a psychic reading before, make sure you create an account today and put the promo code LIVE5 in the promo code box whenever you are building out your account. That'll get you $5 extra added to your account, which is more than enough time to get a couple extra questions in on your reading. So I highly recommend it. Bree, thank you for helping me moderate today. I'm so happy you are on our team and we'll be doing these more often. Everyone else, thank you again for joining us, and we will see you next week. Let's see, we have, should have got this up, February 7th, Monday, February 7th, same time. It is 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, all the time zones, trying to get as much in. We'll be here same time next week with, I believe it's Psychic Marine. I have to double check the schedule, but either way, please join us next week. And thank you again, Psychic Suki, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Everybody.